is your boy Minute. Welcome to the Vendetta Army.
What up, guys? It's your boy, Big Will, Minute, back with another WWE pay-per-view review. This time, we got Extreme Rules coming to you from Philly. And before we get started, just got a couple things to say. For one, you can't just call it Extreme and put it in Philly and think that's going to be okay if you don't give us extreme stuff. There were way too many matches on this card that didn't have any type of stipulation, were just regular matches. If you're gonna have Extreme Rules, you gotta have some type of stipulation. I mean, tag matches where people actually gotta tag in and out, actually regular one-on-one matches. If it ain't no DQ, tables, some ladders, some barbed wire, falls count anywhere, Hell in a Cell, steel cage, something, four corners, rope. You got to do that, man. You can't. There should be no match on the Extreme Rules card where it's regular. I mean, now you're just doing lip service. You're just gonna put it in Philly, the home of ECW, and call it Extreme and think it's just gonna be okay. No, they got to stop with that. They really got to stop with that. So, that was my only gripe on that before we get started. So now let's go ahead and get started. First off, I'm extremely mad that they had the Intercontinental title match on the goddamn pre-show, because I didn't even see it. I thought I was tuning in early. I knew I was going to catch the end of the pre-show, but I figured it would have been a 205 Live match like it always is, which it was. That's what I called the Drew Gallagher and Tony Nese match. Stop putting these guys on the pre-show. Put them on the main show for once, because they always put on a good match. This wasn't the best 205 Live match, but it was still good, worthy enough to be on the main show, considering there was a squash match on the main show. So, but Drew Gallagher defended, but he is from Philly, so they finally let a hometown person win for once, which surprised me, but I'm okay with. So no qualms there. But before that, and it, like I said, it wasn't even the last match to lead into the pay-per-view. It was the first match. Shinsuke Nakamura going against Finn Balor. This tells me that either one, the Intercontinental title don't mean shit no more. Two, they don't give a shit about Finn Balor. And three, kudos to Shinsuke. It's his second title in the WWE. And he still hasn't got the world title. But they'll give him the US and the Intercontinental. Maybe the Intercontinental title means something now. Maybe. But Kinshasa Bayou took him out, and Shinsuke got the win. That's pretty much all. I mean, because I didn't see it. They didn't even really show any highlights of it. So that's pretty much all I got there. Next match was one that I was really surprised that they put it on first. Was, Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon. No holds barred. But it's one of those things I was saying. It's a tag match. Why? Why is it no holds barred? They can use weapons and do all this stuff and get crazy, but yet you still got to come in the ring to pin, and you still got to tag your partner in and out. It was stupid. Completely stupid. Come on now. It's Extreme Rules. Let's get with it. But it went on first. But I gotta say, they put this match on first because the crowd was into it. I was like, okay, Philly. I mean, from start to finish, they was in this, because I mean, the Undertaker comes out, and you got no choice but to just, I mean, still the best interest in the business. Still the best entrance. But telling you, Undertaker and Drew went face to face. I was like, man, this was gonna be good. Undertaker looked damn good, man. He looked damn good. You know, there's a little moment where Shane thought he had him and Undertaker popped up. You know, it's a good match, man. You go watch that match. I'm gonna give you which matches. I'm not gonna go through each match and nothing like that. I'm just gonna tell you what I thought of the match. This is one of the matches. If you didn't see the pay-per-view, go on and check this match out, because Undertaker, he probably looked the best that I've seen him look in a really long time. You know, Roman did what he always do. You know, nothing against Roman. You know, Shane hit all of his normal stuff. He hit his elbow that looks great in slow motion to the table on Undertaker. Undertaker got cut up on that. The table kind of exploded, kind of weird. And he also hit his coast to coast for once. And I swear Shane looks blown up from the moment he come out to the ring. And by the middle of the match, I'm like, there's no way he's going to be able to do the coast to coast. His legs are gone. But he still manages to do it, and he hits it clean, hits it flush. Hit right on the trash can. But in the end, Taker put Shane down with the tombstone. Match over. Roman gives Taker the ring. Taker acknowledges his people, his fans. Goes down, pays homage, leaves, does the American Badass thing with the head turn. Crowd's going crazy. I mean, Taker, this is the best Taker has looked in a long time. Probably in about since before he lost to Brock. He hasn't looked this good since he was facing Hunter and Triple H. So kudos to Taker. He's like, man, you know what? I'm not done. And hey, and he looked good. He walked. I mean, there's a couple times he stumbled a little bit, but he old. But other than that, hey, good job, Taker. That's why they put this match on first. They put it on first because they knew the crowd was going to be into it. And Taker probably told them, hey, I got this. I got this. Next, then Elias came in and interfered in it like you knew he was. That's what was able to get the little drama to it, because, you know, Elias is with that faction now. But what else? I got little notes down here. Okay, that's it. Then the next day, it had a little Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch promo backstage. My notes on that is 3 lines of lame, 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 more lame, cringe, more cringe, lame, talk about Philly, lame. Then they announced the Raw reunion, which I don't know why we doing a Raw reunion when we just had Raw 25. So don't know what that's going to be about tomorrow. But you know, Heyman takes over tomorrow, and Bischoff takes over Tuesday. So maybe we'll start to see some of that change everybody's talking about. Next, we get the Revival, the tag team champs, going against the Usos for the Raw tag team titles. You know, and it was not on the pre-show. Maybe the Revival are finally getting out of the doghouse, because they've been some pre-show warriors and Usos too for the last couple pay-per-views. But Extreme Rules, again, regular tag match. It makes no sense, and I think the crowd felt that too, because they was dead. They was like, we want to see some stuff, so they was dead this whole match. And those guys went out there, they tried to put on a good show. You know, it was kind of sloppy. You know, it wasn't their best match. You know, I mean, but the Revival, I mean, they straight up old school brain busters, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, throwback wrestling. The thing, I mean, people don't appreciate that type of stuff anymore, but they was doing stuff that was typical. If you a hardcore old school wrestling fan, check out the Revival. You'll enjoy that, because they do. All the little sneaky tricks. You know, cutting off the ring, pulling the other opponent down so he can't make a tag. Cutting off the ring from tags, you know, doing old school actual tag team maneuvers, not just super kicks, and diving through the ropes. You know, that's their moniker, no flips, just kicks, you know what I'm saying? So they ended up winning with a Shatter Machine, which surprised me. I thought the Usos were going to win the titles, which would have been for like the 7th or 8th time. But the Revival, because there was rumors the Revival was in the doghouse, because they said they won out their contract and they're supposed to be going to AEW. But so they was, you know, getting put through the ringer. But I guess maybe that's over. Maybe they squashed that, because now they've had the belts for longer than I thought they would. They put them on the main show, and they defended the titles on the pay-per-view. Clean. So, hey, we'll see. Next, Alistair Black and Cesaro. Now, ever since Alistair's made his return, The promos he's been cutting has been golden. Good stuff. Good stuff. Bischoff is going to do wonders with that. And he won a competition. His verbiage, the way he's been doing his promos is different. And I like how on this pay-per-view, everybody was having promos before their match. It felt like old school wrestling. I'm liking this. I'm noticing little things like that. Everybody was cutting some type of promo with a backstage analyst before they went out. I miss back in the day, it was always cutting promos. Promos. That's how you promoted yourself, promoted your merch, because you had your newest merchandise on, your little backdrop. They don't do the backdrop anymore, but that's cool. They just right outside before they go to Gorilla and they talk. But Alistair Black, they showed those promos leading up to this, and Cesaro finally answered the call. And Cesaro and Alistair Black, I love both these guys. This match was nothing but kicks and uppercuts. It was amazing to watch. Go watch this match. Like I said, I'm telling you to go watch a lot of the matches, because this wasn't a bad pay-per-view. It really wasn't. Aside from the fact that it wasn't extreme enough, it was a good pay-per-view. Great match. I loved it. A couple of highlights I got from it. Cesaro caught Alistair Black. Alistair Black went to the top rope and went for some double knees like Sasha does. No, Alistair and Cesaro caught him and then threw him up for an uppercut. That was beautiful. I ain't seen him do that before, so I had to write that down. That was a good spot right there. Great spot. Like I said, nothing but kicks and uppercuts. But the crowd was still kind of dead, though. It was still kind of dead a little bit. Just a little bit. I was expecting them to be more into it. Maybe because I like these guys and I know I want to see what they can do when they work together. But they had a nice little submission counter exchange, which kind of woke the crowd up a little bit. That woke the crowd up a little bit. But then, I wish I got a picture of it. God dang, Alistair Black hit a nasty black mask. I mean, they showed it in the instant replay, and I don't see how when these guys take that move that they take it so flush like that for it to be sports entertainment. I wouldn't let him kick me in the face like that, especially knowing he's a real martial artist, so he's really doing that roundhouse, and he's legit kicking you in the face. He gonna knock somebody out one day, but it was beautiful to watch. Completely beautiful to watch. So that he the black mask got the win. And like I said, I got a note here. I said, I remember how Cesaro and Sheamus did that best out of 7, and it kind of escalated their career when they became the Bar. And Sheamus is hurt. That's why they're not together right now. But I would love to see Alistair Black and Cesaro do a best out of 7. I'm not saying you got to put them together afterwards, because I don't want to put them together. I want them to stay singles wrestlers. But I would love to see them between the live shows and pay-per-views do a best out of 7. And you need to do more stuff like that. That'd be I would watch that. That'll be real good to see. Next they little backstage mess with R-Truth. He still don't got his title back yet, and he's starting to get goofy again. It was fine when the title was involved. Now you don't got the belt. Drake Maverick has it, and they not doing nothing with him. And now R-Truth still backstage looking for his belt, and he's messing with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, which, like I said, that led into, because they was having a match next, so it was kind of like a little promo before the match. See what I'm saying? They kind of led together. They kind of spoke on it, whatever. They had a little interaction backstage. You could tell Carmella don't want nothing to do with Alexa Bliss or Nikki Cross. But then the goddamn Street Profits showed up. What I got there? Yeah, the Street Profits showed up, and this is like, I think the past 2 weeks they've been on Raw and SmackDown, and now they on the pay-per-view, cutting good backstage promos, promoting themselves, man. I would rather see them in the ring, and they always got the NXT titles on, but it's good to see those guys out there having fun with their solo cups. Don't know what they got in there, but I enjoyed that. So next we had the 2-on-1. I guess it's kind of a stipulation, I guess, but 2-on-1 against Bayley with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, which, I mean, this kind of was a boring match, aside from the fact that they were a lot more aggressive than I thought they was going to be. Oh, I meant to tell you that when Nikki spoke, one of the Street Profits was like, is it okay if I admit that I want to party with her? Because when Nikki Cross talks, man, they need to stop letting her speak. Her accent is so thick you can't understand the words she's saying. But the match, I mean, there was just a more aggressive Bayley, which I enjoy, but the match still was whack. Alexa Bliss, kind of over her, Like these three ladies, nothing against them, but I mean, there's like I said before, there's way more better talent on the roster. I mean, there are people who wasn't on the show, you know, like Asuka and Shirai wasn't on the show again. I mean, it's sad, bro. Sad. It's sad. So I mean, I don't care nothing about this match. Bayley won, you know, and so she retained her belt with a little macho elbow drop off the top rope. But whatever, I don't care. I mean, I'm over that angle. But Alexa didn't turn on Nikki, because Nikki took the loss. But I was expecting her to like slam her head into the mat or do something, but they just hugged it out and went to the next segment. I was like, wow, so they gonna keep going with this. SummerSlam is around the corner, so they not gonna make it out of SummerSlam still as an item. I hope they don't do it before then, and I don't want to see Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Cross at SummerSlam, because Nikki isn't that great to watch in the ring. So, but maybe Alexa can make it work. I don't know. We'll see. Next, we had Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman, last man standing match. Finally, we get our first legit Extreme Rules match. And like before this match started, I said this is gonna be a good match. I said before the match even started, I wrote, this is going to be an old-fashioned beat the hell out of each other with any and everything you can find type of match. And that's what they did. They went all around the arena. They went up to the merch stands. Braun picked Bobby up and like threw him like up against the merchandise stand. Threw him. They was hitting that solid, legit stadium concrete up and down the stands. They was barely in the ring. Just beat the hell out of each other up and down the stairs, falling down the stairs on the railing. It was just carnage, and the crowd was loving every minute of it. Everybody had their phones out trying to record it. I think Braun or Bobby, one of them at one time, threw a fan into the other one. I was like, I hope that was like a plant, and it was like a NXT guy who don't get no TV time, because, you know, they could have really got hurt and they could have caught a lawsuit, you know, because normally they keep the fans away. But the way they was going through the crowd, they really wasn't giving security a chance to like move everybody out. So it was like, man, if you would have been one of those people in those seats, you probably had a time of your life. You know what I'm saying? Here it is right here. Braun picked his ass up and did his little running power slam. Like, it looked like it was like a VIP area. Of course, they had it sealed off. And I could have swore it was like one of the English coaches from NXT that was up there, kind of like keeping the area like secure. But he jumped off of it with him, and the crowd exploded. It looks nasty. Of course, it was nothing but boxes and stuff down there, but the camera work did a good job of not going down there to really see it, you know. Before that, Bobby Lashley almost killed himself. He like jumped over the railing, and he like kind of caught his foot and almost slipped. I was like, man, you know, Braun threw Bobby through to the international announce, because that's the first time those guys don't ever get any action up there. I think right here you can see, I think that's Funaki and them that he lands on. But like I said, they was throwing each other all around. And after he did the running power slam off the VIP area, you know, the ref doing the 10 count. And then right before they hit the, that's like, anybody gonna get up, you know, just like last time when they went to the LED board. But at the last minute, Braun comes busting through the cardboard. Before it beat the 10 count, he wins the match. Only thing I don't like about this match was that it was a last man standing match, because when they got to stop and do the little 10 count, it was kind of a lull in the match. If it had been just a straight up, no holds barred, false count anywhere match where they could pin them anywhere, that would have been better, you know. But because the 10 count, you got to stop and wait. You got the drama. You know they're not going to stay down. You know they're going to get up at 8 or 9, but it is what it is. I enjoyed it. Best match of the night so far, and the crowd loved it from start to finish, and that's what the crowd came there to see. The crowd came there to see a match like that, and they delivered. Good job on that one. Good on you. Did I hit everything? Yeah. Next, to get a backstage promo again with the club, basically, you know, promoting their match. But then that wasn't the next match, so I was like, okay. You kind of change it up, but like I said, you still get promos. They had the promos in between after every match. You got promos. People was earning their money tonight. But the next match was the triple threat between the New Day, Heavy Machinery, and I don't even know if Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan even have a name. But this match, I mean, like the big guys like Heavy Machinery and Rowan and Big E are strong as hell. There were many times in this match where they showed off their strength, and it was just amazing. I mean, I didn't go too in detail what it was that they was doing amazing stuff. I did write that Eric Rowan is a goddamn monster. He's a damn monster. And very entertaining. A very entertaining match. You know, Otis, you know, and Heavy Machinery, they're funny guys, but they're strong too. Eric Rowan, that dude, man, he always performs, always. He's big, he's athletic, but he just don't do well on his own. But some people are just guess because he don't talk. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he had like a mouthpiece behind him, like a Paul Heyman or somebody. But I want to see him. New Day wins because Big E proved that whenever they finally do break up the New Day, there was rumors again. They didn't do it, but Big E gonna be all right. He showed off his power and his agility. I mean, these guys were jumping all over the ring. Everybody had a little spot where they like jumped out of the ring, and then Otis acted like he was gonna do it. The crowd was like, "Is Otis big ass really about to like jump through a suicide dive or like a missile or something?" But nah, he just stepped through the ropes and jumped on him. It was funny. It's a funny little. Like I said, it was entertaining. I wouldn't suggest one of the matches if you didn't watch it and you had to go out to pick a match to watch. Wouldn't say this one, not because it was a bad match, but because there were other matches. If you don't want to watch the pay-per-view, you just want to go and like check out, YouTube highlights or something on certain matches. Wouldn't recommend this one. Like if you're on a time crunch, if you only want to check out certain ones. But it was entertaining, and of course, the New Day becomes the 6-time tag team champions. That means right now, all members of the New Day got gold, so they was backstage celebrating with Kofi with their gold, but Paul Heyman snatches the microphone from Xavier Woods and goes out. It's like, oh snap! So Paul Heyman cuts a beautiful promo because this is Philadelphia. I am extreme. I wasn't gonna come here and not be part of the action, and I drop a bombshell. Crowd exploded because ECW chants. Paul Heyman, he pretty much said the Brock is cashing in tonight. So basically, Kofi and Seth, watch out because the Beast is here. But he's like, hey, am I lying? Am I telling the truth? Am I Paul Heyman? And I like how he drops the mic. Because he's taking over today because it's Monday. He's taking over. And Raw is going to get real good. And the Bischoff's taking over on Tuesday. SmackDown should get real good. Thoroughly excited about that. Thoroughly excited. Next, we have the match that I was really looking forward to. AJ Styles against Ricochet. Because like I said before, when Ricochet went against Samoa Joe, the way he was selling, I was like, man, I want to see him and AJ go at it. And as soon as he won, AJ pretty much challenged him backstage. I was like, yes. So, they had a little match on SmackDown, on Raw. And I was like, I want to see them go one-on-one. Again with this match. Good match. It was entertaining as hell. It should have been a match of the night. It wasn't. Should have been though. Should have been match of the night. But they put on the show. They put on a straight up show because these two dudes they sell the best in the business. They made each other look like $1 million. I mean, the movesets they were doing, they hit all their classic movesets. I'm not gonna go through it. You know what these guys do. One thing that I do like that Ricochet does, when he pretty much does a front flip off the person's chest. Every time he does that, that just makes me go, God damn, people couldn't do that 10 years ago. The things these guys can do now. And I know people don't like the flippity stuff, but you gotta respect that dude, especially if you've never seen him live. You gotta respect Ricochet. But AJ Styles, typical AJ Styles, he's so crisp with his stuff, and he sells great too. And he made Ricochet look like $1 million. Ricochet made him look like $1 million. What I got? It was pretty much a straight up match until the club started getting involved, and it ends up, they get involved and interfere in the match, and AJ pretty much hits a Styles Clash from the second rope and gets the win and wins the U.S. belt. Happy for AJ getting that U.S. title again, because he's done his best work as U.S. champ, in my opinion. Nothing against his world title reign, which was very long, but I love him as U.S. champ because he was heel, So now he's heel again with the U.S. belt. Got his boys with him, but I always said I wanted Ricochet to lose this match so he can chase AJ going into SummerSlam. That way he can beat AJ, have a SummerSlam moment. I hope they do that. Frank got the first part down by him losing, so now I just hope that going forward from here, he's chasing on TV, promos, and then at SummerSlam we get AJ Styles versus Ricochet, 1-on-1, no interference, and let them. They put on the show, but they held some stuff back because these dudes can tear the house down, and I expect them to tear the house down at SummerSlam. Excuse me. Next, KO and Dolph Ziggler squash match, which surprised the hell out of me. They get in the ring. Of course, they showed the recap. Everybody knows what's going on with KO, which is perfect because Bischoff's in charge of SmackDown now. KO about to have a good run on SmackDown with Bischoff being in charge, with him being that voice of like saying what he wants to say, like doing the Becky Lynch thing, except doing it the right way, in my opinion. He came out with Ziggler. They was in the ring talking. Oh, you still want to talk? You still talking? Kevin Owens, he's so loud the way he interacts with his opponent in the crowd. It's like you can hear everything he's saying, and he's so entertaining. Bow, stunner, win, 1, 2, 3. Thank you for putting the stunner over Ziggler. And Ziggler sold it perfectly. And then he grabs the mic and continues his pipe bomb. Amazing. I loved it. Good job on you, KO. Good job. And then next we get Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe. So now we on Brock Watch. We on Brock Watch right now. So one thing, Samoa Joe did cut a promo. Like I said, they cut him promo, and it was a good promo. Joe cuts amazing promo. Joe's a goddamn monster, man. The fact that Joe has only had one title besides the NXT title since he's been in the WWE is blasphemous. I'm gonna put this picture up here because this explains this whole match. Punishment. He beat the hell out of Kofi Kingston pretty much this whole entire match. Kofi played the role of the undersized guy going against someone more powerful and more aggressive and more hungry than he is, and it showed in this match. Great storytelling. He beat the hell out of him the whole match. Only thing that surprised me is that Kofi ended up hitting the Trouble in Paradise and got the win. I was like, wow. After really not doing any offense. And then it was clean. It's not like Joe took the post or got hurt or nothing. Kofi just snuck him. So that makes me think maybe this isn't over. Because I don't see anybody else he can feud with, but you never know with Bischoff being in charge. You never know. Now New Day, they walk out still holding all the gold. I know people maybe expect me to say a little bit more about the match, but pretty much the whole match was just Samoa Joe beating the hell out of Kofi Kingston. Pretty much breaking his, he flipped him off. So he took his fingers, put it underneath the stairs and smashed it. Make you think that he broke his fingers. Joint manipulation. Using his big frame to just crush the little guy. I almost was thinking that Joe was going to win because he was destroying Kofi. I was thinking maybe, Kofi would have that little comeback offense after taking so much punishment. But he said a quick Trouble in Paradise and kind of snuck Joe. So, get dominated the whole match and then get the win. But hey, Kofi still got the belt. And to me, like I said, Kofi playing with house money. I wasn't expecting Kofi to keep the belt longer than one pay-per-view. I was hoping for one pay-per-view when I figured it probably was only going to be, 2 shows. But he surprised me. This is like his 3rd pay-per-view title defense. He's probably going to go into SummerSlam. He'll probably drop it at SummerSlam. But yeah, go ahead, Kofi. I'm happy they did this for him. They can't let him keep the belt. I heard he has a little nagging knee injury that he's been dealing with. If you read the dirt sheets, and Joe went at that a little bit. So good storytelling. He just got the quick win. So hope they keep going with it. And next, you get the main event. This winner take all bullshit between the Power Couple and the Southern Belle and Baron Corbin. These motherfuckers came out with the same ring gear on. What upset me the most about this match was that, of course, Seth and Baron, they've wrestled each other 80 million times, so they put on a good show between them two. But Becky and Lacey barely interacted, and when they did, it was all Becky Lynch with her horrible moveset, non-wrestling ass. Like Lacey had one sequence of moves where she did her beautiful moonsault off the top rope. Beautiful, best move of that whole match was done by Lacey Evans. All Becky did, she did her normal exploder. She hits with some kendo sticks and weapons and stuff, not wrestling. She had some pretty nice little side kicks tonight, in a little running elbow drop off the top out to the outside. That was nice from her, But other than that, punch, kick, exploder, punch, kick, side kick, chair shots. Her and Seth had a nice little exchange where they beat the hell out of Baron Corbin with the kendo sticks. I was like, okay, but like I said, Lacey didn't get to. I mean, I've already had my rant about this. Till don't too much care for it, because like I said before, she doesn't deserve the spot that she's in. She's a horrible wrestler. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. It's been going on way too long. I'm just waiting for either Ronda's not having any baby, she need to come back and break her arm, or Shayna need to come up and break her arm and be done with it. Best part of this goddamn match was the reason why Seth has his look right here. It's because Baron Corbin did the end of days on Becky Lynch, and I jumped out my seat and yelled like a little girl, like a teenager, because it was amazing. And then everybody, the announcers, oh my God, that's too far, Baron. You shouldn't. What about on the last, what was it, SmackDown or Raw, when Baron and Lacey jumped him from behind, and Becky went up to Baron and was punching on him and hitting him and stuff, and he's looking at her like, what is you doing? Yet they weren't saying nothing then, but yet when he picked her up and into Dave's her ass, they all had a problem with it. So then Seth went crazy, like a man possessed, and he destroys Baron, destroys him, and curve stomps him 5 times and gets the 3 count. And I'm like, damn. But then what happened. The music hit, and Brock Lesnar came down to the ring and cashed in his money in the bank. Hit 2 German suplexes. F5. Match over. Brock, your new champ. And woe is me to the Power Couple. Aww. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh. Becky is still champ, but now we don't gotta listen and deal with that whole these two running around with their dang belts, making us cringe and turn away and go to the bathroom every time their segment comes on, because it was getting ridiculous. We don't want to see 2 power couples holding both the belts running around the company anymore. It didn't work with Nikki and John. It doesn't work with these 2. Just because the fans are cheering, that's the fans that are there. Us not there hate it. It's whack. It's stupid. We don't want to see it. Don't want to see it. Just going to keep that right there. That's beautiful right there. That's beautiful. Matter of fact, let's blow that up a little bit. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful sight. I wish I had a picture of when Baron Corbin ended days her, but all in all, this pay-per-view, let's go ahead and move this down here. We're going to go ahead and what should we give this? I enjoyed it. Oh, make sure you smash that like button on the video. Smash the like button. I didn't hate it. Just gonna give it a yes gift. I give it a yes gift. No rock clap. I give it a yes gift because, like I said, it's Extreme Rules, and it wasn't enough extreme. If it wasn't for the Bobby Lashley Braun Strowman match, they should even call this Extreme Rules, to be honest. And then, of course, you know, all the chairs and the tables and kendo sticks involved in the last match. But I mean, 2 matches out of a whole card that were technically extreme, and no ladders were involved. Come on, man. Extreme is what the Hardy Boys moniker was, and well, you know, Jeff's jail. But come on, WWE. But hopefully this is the last time that we'll be disappointed. And I really wasn't disappointed. You can tell that those guys had their hands on this. I don't know how much involved they were in changing how this may have happened, but you can tell it was kind of different from normal pay-per-view. So hopefully with Bischoff and Heyman being in charge now, we'll start seeing some change in the product that we love. And keep watching it and hope the ratings go back up and we get back to being on track going into SummerSlam. You know, one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. Let's start building some good stories. And let's get back to normal, people. Let's get back to normal. And no more, matter of fact, get that shit off my, goddamn, minimize that bullshit off my screen. And get back to normal. So, hit the like button, subscribe, share the video. If you guys like what I had to say. Let's talk about it in the comment section like we always do. And let me know what the points of the pay-per-view that you liked. How'd you guys like it? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Do you hate WWE still, but yet you still watch? Or you on that Bruce Blitz shit where you hate everything? Or are you like me, you still want to give it a chance and you're optimistic? Hopefully you're on the latter. Hit me on my social media. Follow me. Hit me up. And until next time, peace, hair grease, and everything like that.